So I heard you want a code.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Roblox Studio scripting tutorials. And today is episode 5, where we are going to cover different variable types and if statements. So basically, these are just some examples of different kinds of variables. So as you can see, a string variable is just characters encased in quotation marks. So this means that I could write anything in here. I could write 1, 2, 3, hi, what's up? You know, I can write anything in there, and that is now my string variable. Now we have a number variable, which can obviously be a number of any type. It could be a number with a decimal. So to do that, you would simply just add a decimal. And there you go. You've got your number variable with a decimal. Or you could make it 0.5. And that's a number variable. Now we've got Boolean variables, which are either true or false. Those are the only things that a Boolean can be equal to. Now, you've also got a table variable, which is a list, basically. So basically, this list has 1, 2, and 3 in it. So it's also encased in squiggly brackets. And that is how you make a table. So if I wanted to make a new table and I wanted to put, let's say, text in it, I could say, hi, hello, howdy, and there you go. It's still a table. It's still a list of different string values. I could also put a number in here, 123. I could also put a Boolean in there, so then it's true. Then I could also put another table in there. And that's a table inside of a table. And so, basically, that is 4 of the most fundamental variable types or data types that you'll be using throughout your scripting. Now I'm going to cover if statements. So, an if statement is basically saying if something is equal to something else or not equal to something else, then we run code. So to better explain it, I'll make an example. So we'll say if string variable, and we're going to make string variable just say hi. So we're going to say if string variable is equal to hi, then. And here you can say print string variable was equal to hi. Just like that. And this would only run if this is equal to this, which it is. So if I wrote hello, it's no longer hi, therefore this code in here will not run. But that is where you can run an else if statement. So else if string variable equals hello, then print string variable was equal to hello. And just like that. So now the else if is saying if this is not the case, then if this is the case, then do this. you could also simply say else, and then this is saying that if the string variable is not hi and it's also not hello, then whatever else it is, it's going to run this code. And so if I wrote in here goodbye, then it's going to come down and run this code. If it was hi, it would run this code. If it was hello, then it would run this code. And that's a simple if-else statement. And these are pretty handy when it comes to scripting pretty much anything. You'll probably run into these within your scripting careers quite frequently. Now, let's make an example where we wanted to, let's say we wanted to do something with our table here. So let's say the table was simply hi, hello, sup, what's good, and goodbye. So that's our table. Now, let's make a for loop that loops through each item in this table here. So to do that, you'd do for, and then let's say index, comma, value in table variable, or no, in pairs, table variable do. And basically, this is just like in the loops episode, where it is saying loop through each item in the list and do something with that item in the list. So if we wanted to, we could add a delay. Let's do a 1 second delay, and we'll print the value. Now, if we were to run this game, you'll see that it'll print hi, wait a second, print hello, wait a second, sup, second, what's good, and then another second, goodbye. So let's see if that's what happens. So as you can see, that's exactly what it did. And so that's how you can use your for loop to iterate through items in your table. Now, for instance, let's say we wanted to use an if statement in our for loop. So let's say if value is equal to goodbye, exclamation mark, then print the value found was equal to goodbye, exclamation mark. And this will then go through each item in the list until it gets to goodbye. And then it'll say, does the value equal goodbye? And it does, because at the end, that's what it is. And so then it'll print this information here. So let's see. Yep, immediately it says the value found was equal to goodbye. And so that's a simple way of using an if statement. Now let's do an example where we have an if-else statement. We'll say else, so if it is anything other than goodbye, so that'll be, in this case, what's good, sup, hello, and hi. Then we'll do print, and we'll simply say the value found was equal to, and then dot dot value. So let's see how that works. So as you can see, the value found was equal to hi, hello, sup, what's good, and then goodbye. And if we wanted to make sure that it is actually running both of these rather than just this, we could just say was, and let's see. So it says the value found was hi, the value found was hello, the value found was sup, the value found was what's good, and then the value found was equal to goodbye. So that's how we know that it ran this else statement 4 times, and then the 5th time it ran this. And that is just a simple breakdown of if-else statements and how they work, along with different variable types. And I hope this has all made sense so far. If you've got any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.